Hi Sagittarius, what's up? Welcome to your May reading. I hope you're all doing very, very well. We're going to be seeing what messages want to come through for you guys, get some insight, guidance, see what you can expect over the next couple of weeks. If this reading is helpful or insightful, please let me know by leaving a like, comment, and subscribe. Private readings are available down below, and let's get right into your messages. Let's see what Spirit has to tell you. For Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements, we have the Heart, we have the Siren, we have the Riddle, and the Dead End. Well, you're being lured into something, but is it a trap? Is it a dead end? Something seems to be going nowhere, but yet your heart is called to it. Or there's this curiosity, you have like, we have the vision at the bottom, it's like you're getting, there's this pull, there's this drive, there's this, I don't know, there's just something that lights up your heart. This could be a person, this could be a relationship. There's just something that speaks to you and it's undeniable. The feelings are there, the emotions are there, the love could be there. It's someone that you may be very fond of, or you may have history with, or you may have these memories about, or you're thinking about, or you're dreaming about, or you're being reminded of. And it's like nestled in a very sacred place in your heart. We have the Siren here, which is where you are being called towards this place, this person, this feeling. And it's like, there's question about it with the riddle. There's this question of like, well, why am I being drawn down this path? Why am I drawn to this person? Why? Like, it just doesn't make any sense. And you're trying to get to the bottom of this. And it seems like the more digging you do, the more dead ends. It's like, it seems like you can't quite get to the bottom, or like and you know the ocean, right? The bottom of the ocean goes so freaking deep. The ocean isn't even fully explored, like barely, like I don't even know what the percentage is, but we've barely explored the Earth's oceans. We don't know what's really going on down there, right? And it seems like you just can't seem to get to the bottom of it. There's something you can't seem to get to the bottom of. And when the riddle comes out, it literally is a card that's like, okay, you gotta stop asking why. You gotta stop just questioning. Like, you just, there's some things that are beyond what we can comprehend, or what logic or science or facts, right? It breaks those barriers. It breaks those like limitations, those rules. The playbook, it breaks all those things. And I don't know, I feel like with the dead end, there could be some part of you that just wants to quit, or wants to give up, or wants to just like throw the towel, walk away. But yet there's this undeniable feeling in your heart chakra being activated. There's this undeniable feeling. There's maybe a song that is playing that reminds you of some memory, or again, a person. It's just like, there's this feeling that you are pulled towards, you don't know why, and it's just a mystery. Just a freaking mystery. And yet it feels like you're just at a dead end. You try to get answers and you're not quite there yet, or you can't seem to get to the bottom. It's just a tangled mess, right? Maybe you're trying to put a stop to this. Let's see here. Let's get into the tarot. See what Spirit wants to say about all this going on for you, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements in the month of May 2025. What do my Saggies need to know, look out for, be aware of? Show me clearly what is happening. What's going on for Sagittarius? What do y'all need to know? Five of Cups in reverse. I see you getting over sadness. I see you getting over some sort of heartbreak or loss or disappointment. This is definitely an energy of you healing and moving on, or moving forwards with your life after some sort of loss, some sort of setback, some sort of hurt or betrayal, or just, again, a disappointment, rejection, redirection. With the Knight of Swords at the bottom indicating quick and fast-paced movement, looks like you're moving on fast or quickly. Maybe there's some sort of information that you're coming into that is kind of relieving or alleviating the hurt or like heaviness that you've been experiencing. Emperor and Judgment at the bottom. Seems like there is this call. Again, it's a siren. Like, the siren literally is like a calling. It is this vibration that I feel like your vibration is actually shifting or changing over the next couple of weeks. And we have the next full moon will be in your sign. That'll be next month in June. Oh my God. I can't believe, like, I feel like time is just whipping by. Anyways, it looks like there is this divine intervention happening here, but it's for your highest good. It's actually leading you to your 10 of Cups. Okay, well, let's keep going. So you're doing better. Things were rocky or things were a little choppy or rough in the recent past, but it looks like current vibes, you're doing a lot better. This card was not going in. Y'all notice that? Or it's 2 cards. Let's take a peek. Lovers and the 3 of Pentacles. So with help of other people, people have been helping you, supporting you, helping you heal. It's kind of been like a change of focus or change in direction. Maybe this is about your money, your career, your job, or friendships that have been kind of like switching gears, switching your focus onto something else rather than the thing that broke your heart or disappointed you or you were bummed out about. What's going on for Sagittarius the month of May? 5 of Swords. Oh, look at the 5s. 5, 5. Some of you are 55 or turning 55 this year. 5 of Swords. You're getting over deception. You're getting over hurt. What's at the bottom? Hierophant. You've learned a lot. You're taking the high road is what I would say. You're not interested in payback. You're not interested in causing more harm, more hurt, more wounds, even to the person who hurt you. You're not wanting to hurt them. Five of Swords to the Hierophant. Oh my God. And then we have 5 of Pentacles. 5, 5, 5. Hello. That's crazy. You don't need to do a damn thing because they're going to learn their own lesson. It's just a matter of time. They're going to dish out their own karma. That's a fact. Yeah, I see someone here. Hierophant and the 5 of Pentacles. You try to help. You try to be there for somebody. You tried to support them. You tried to heal them, but you can only help those who want to help themselves. You cannot fix or change anybody, point blank period. And also, if someone doesn't want to change, there's nothing you can do to change that, right? And with the Hierophant 5 of Pentacles, I do get a sense that you were very giving. You were very supportive. You may have given money. You may have given a place to stay. You may have given your ear, you know, stayed up late nights hearing this person talk about their problems, crying to you for help, or who knows, right? Hierophant and the 5 of Pentacles, you tried to give them wisdom. You tried to show them the way. You did all that you could. And yet they still did you wrong. I also get a sense that this person wasn't there for you when you were at your lowest. When you needed help, when you needed support, when you needed a shoulder to cry on, or $50 or a place to crash, they weren't there for you. And so now they see you, now they see you like basking in your glory, basking in your sunlight, your success. You're a very successful person. You're doing very well off for yourself. You're beautiful inside and out. The way that you have just completely transformed and you have this massive glow up. And notice how the 5 of Pentacles, they're approaching this Empress being like, please, can I have some help? Can you show me the way? Can you love me? Can you, like, you get that? Look at that. This person or these people just assume that you're going to be their savior. But you already have a lot on your plate. You already have your hands are full. Your hands are full. And so because of that, someone, okay, so now that's kind of shifting the way I'm seeing these 2 cards. Someone is very upset that you're moving on. The way the Knight of Swords individual, this little guy over here, he's looking over when the 5 of Cups reverse came out. It's like, okay, so you're healing, you're doing better, you're moving on with your life. Someone sees that 1000%. They see that and they're upset. And they feel betrayed by you. They feel like you abandoned them. Or that you gave, yeah, like you gave up. It was a dead end. Maybe you stopped searching. Maybe you stopped reaching out. See, in the riddle, we have all these hands that are reaching out. Maybe it's multiple people that you just stopped reaching out. You actually put an end to it with the dead end. You actually were like, you know what? This needs to stop. This needs to fucking stop. And, you know, even when you love, just because you love someone doesn't mean you have to be around them, doesn't mean that you have to put up with their behavior, their treatment, or just suck it up and tolerate it. Just because you may have love for someone does not mean that you can just, you know, sweep it under the rug and no, it's fine. No, the fuck it ain't. And so as you're healing and moving on and choosing yourself, and you've learned your lessons through this experience, they're learning their lesson through you. In a way. Or like you seem to be reflecting something within this person that they are now like triggered, or it's definitely shook their world. Okay. Wow, card explosion. And then we have this one right here. 7 of Wands in reverse. So it looks like you just gave up. You threw the towel. Right, we saw that earlier. We have the 2 of Swords with the 10 of Swords reversed. A lot of swords energy, lots of air. Yeah, it looks like you made a choice to just completely end things, wipe the slate clean. You're tired, you're exhausted, you're drained. 10 of Swords in the reverse. The worst is over. And you've had enough. You made a decision to no longer put yourself in a position that would, like, in harm's way. You made a decision like, I'm not going to put my hand back in the damn fire. You learn, although you're the fire sign, you're literally the master of fire, but you know, touch fire, you get burned. Play with fire, you get burned. You know better now. You have exercised your, I don't fucking know what the fuck. Anyways, 7 of Wands in reverse definitely just says like you've given up, you're not fighting for anything anymore. You accept maybe a little, right? Accept the loss, right? We have 5, 5, 5, loss, right? Fives typically talk about loss. There seems to be like a loss that you've been like, okay, you know what? I surrender. I allow. I'm not going to force. I'm not going to continue to keep clinging on or holding on to something that's clearly, it's lost in the fire, you know? Woof. Okay. I think, to be honest, my deck is completely upside down. We have the 6 of Wands in reverse, but mind you, my deck is upside down. 6 of Wands in reverse does talk about, like, you know, kind of like a failed situation or situation that was not successful. Alright, so you are at some kind of crossroad here. Not some sort of crossroad, Saggy. It's like if you're in a maze. The dead end is making me think of the maze. Or like, you know when you're a kid and at the back of a cereal box, there would be like a little maze or like, whatever, like the little maze games that you'd have a pencil and you'd like try and find your way out of the maze. Or even like the physical maze, like a corn maze around Halloween, right? It makes me think of like the dead ends that you will eventually run into, and then you have to turn around and go down a different road, go down a different path, and try and find your way out of the maze. It's like that's kind of what this feels like. You've been in some sort of maze for a very long time. You're just tired. You just want to get out of this maze. You just want to get to the end. The exits. You're like, yeah, I would like to stop this game now. Not really interested in staying in this maze. And literally, like, I don't know what your maze game, like, you know, if you're at the corn maze, I don't know how it works for over there where you're at. If you've gone to one, I don't know. I've only ever gone to the corn maze in my area, and they give you like a little sheet of paper with the riddles, and they'd be asking you silly little questions. You know, like what's the largest waterfall in the world or whatever, right? Name a city with blah, blah, blah. And it's like all these little riddles to help you get out of the maze. I'm just connecting the dots here. I'm like, huh. You finding your way out of the maze, Sag? Temperance reverse and the Six of Pentacles in reverse. I think my deck could be upside down. I do take reversals, don't get me wrong, but I think my deck could be in the reverse. But let's just read this. So the Saggy, this is your energy, and it's definitely showing something's just so out of whack, so out of balance, so unfair, just not in alignment. Something is clearly not for you. Yeah, my deck's in the reverse. Hierophant's in reverse saying, hey, maybe it's time to break a contract or certain promises that you've made. Maybe it's time to, like, don't make a promise you can't keep. Maybe that's someone that you're connected with. It's like they keep making these promises, but it's just a bunch of lies, or they don't actually follow through, which it's like, well, then why would you make that promise in the first place? You couldn't keep up. We have Page of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, and the Ace of Swords. Like, why couldn't you just be honest? I see that you're someone with integrity, somebody who is truthful, somebody who's direct. And I mean, you are dealing with somebody who is less experienced and quite childish. Page of Pentacles, somebody who has a lot of learning to deal with, to grow, to expand, to evolve. Eventually, it's like we literally had this young boy versus this grown man. Maturity levels, you and this person, you and this individual, you're just not on the same wavelength. Moon, Three of Pentacles, and Death. For those that are wondering, well, will we ever get on the same page? I mean, maybe down the line. Maybe by Scorpio season. We have Scorpio energy over here. Somebody needs therapy, or somebody needs to, like, heal. All right, but unless you're a therapist licensed, like, this ain't your burden to take on. You're not the one to save everybody. Okay, you gotta save yourself first. So I also get a sense that you could be getting a message here. Someone could be talking to you because, well, they have something they'd like to express. They have something that they'd like to get off their chest. They're hoping to maybe work things out with you through Pentacles and Death. They would like to make some kind of agreement, but I don't know. Going back to the Six of Pentacles and Temperance in reverse, it does seem like something just really out of sync. Someone's really out of balance. I can hear my dog crying upstairs. Aw. I feel bad for her. I feel bad. Aw. Okay. Anyways. I don't know, man. I keep going back to the dead end card. Is this a dead end? Wow, these cards are just flipping out. We got Queen of Cups and the Hangman. I don't know, it feels like a stalemate. It definitely feels like, we have Page of Cups at the bottom. And again, the differences between the Queen versus the Page, the King versus the Page. Like, somebody seems to be inexperienced. We have the Queen of Cups and the Hangman. So this is showing somebody who's doing a lot of reflection. They have been healing. They have been reviewing their journeys and having a lot of epiphanies. This is somebody here who is just accepting, right? Surrender. We saw that earlier. I said that. I was like, you just, Seven of Wands reverse. You kind of like, okay, I throw in the towel. I throw the stick. Like, I'm not going to fight for this. I surrender. I let go. I'm not going to force jack shit. Queen of Cups, intuition on point. Hangman as well. Like, you're definitely tapped into spirit. You're receiving a lot of insights and downloads from your spirit guides and angels. And then we got the Page of Cups at the bottom. The Lovers and the Tower and the Devil. Wow. Capricorn. We even have the Emperor underneath the Devil. Aries, Capricorn, Scorpio, and Gemini are the main signs coming out here. So someone here that you do have a strong soul connection to. You could say that they're your soulmate or a soul. Honestly, we got billions of people on this planet. You gotta have multiple soulmates. It can't just be one. I swear to God. Anyways, you can argue with me in the comments below if you want. I'm not gonna respond. You'll probably get blocked. Or actually, it's okay. You can express your point of view. I'm not offended. Like, you have the right to express your own perspectives. You're not wrong. We just see things differently. That's cool. But somebody here, they want to talk, and I mean, I think with the Tower and the Lovers is giving some big shakeups in terms of some, like, karma, some soul karma stuff, you know? There may be some things that you need to say, get off your chest, Maybe you're holding someone accountable. Maybe, you know, what they expect you to say is very different than what you actually will be saying. I feel like the Queen of Cups and the Hangman, you've given this a lot of thought of like what you would say if you had the chance, if you had the opportunity. You may, and this may actually be like the moment you cut things off once and for all. But you will be surprising somebody. Somebody is going to be very shocked by what you say, if you say anything to them. But I see like someone's high horse, they're falling off their high horse. The Tower and the Devil, somebody here is being humbled. Somebody here who thought they had you wrapped around their finger. They thought that they could control you, or that they had some sort of power, upper hand over you, or that they could push you around, or, you know, they thought like they owned you. It's like they don't. And they're realizing through this, oh shit, I have no power over Saggy anymore. You actually have power. You have more power over them than they have power over you. That's crazy. Wow. So it's like the tables have turned. How the tables turn. I see you've been kind of silent too, or you've been keeping your silence, or you haven't said very much. Hermit, or not Hermit. Imagine the Hermit comes out later. We have the High Priestess and the Emperor. I definitely see that you've been just kind of like laying low, keeping to yourself, building your empire, and listening, following your intuition, not really entertaining anything that is toxic or resemblance of like the past. You're not feeding into someone's games. And yeah, that's crazy. Crazy. So you're teaching somebody a lesson here, not to fuck with you. I feel like, well, do we need to clarify any of this? Let's just move on to a different deck. Okay, I'm gonna shimmy these cards over here. Let me try a different deck. Let's see here. Let me clarify these archetype cards. I'm like, so the heart, what's on your heart? Let's see, what is matters of your heart? Why is a heart here for Sagittarius? I get a sense like you have love for this person, or there's some part of you that still cares or wishes them well. We have the Chariot. Oh, we have the heart. I'm hearing the one that got away. You were the one that got away. We have the Five of Pentacles. I get like there's this abandonment energy of being left behind, or someone running away because your heart, your love was so pure, and somebody got scared and fucked themselves and sabotaged themselves and the connection. What about the heart? Some of you're dealing with a runner, somebody who just runs away when things get hard or intense. We have the Seven of Cups. You're like wondering, well, what did I do wrong? What did I do to deserve this? We have Judgment that came out afterwards. We have the Sun at the bottom, Leo energy. It just looks here. If Cancer, by the way, Jupiter moves into Cancer on the 16th of May. So what is the matters of your heart? Matters of your heart is like, here you are, you're healing, you're moving forwards, you're overcoming these obstacles. You are definitely getting over this. Five of Pentacles, Seven of Cups, and Judgment. Definitely seems like you're transmuting this pain, the hurt, and these experiences, and you're rising above from that, which is fabulous. But, you know, so matters of the heart, though, Seven of Cups and the Five of Pentacles, you're like, well, what did I do? Or there's still like the question. There's still some part of you that wonders. But with Judgment, it's kind of like you're getting over that and it's behind you. Or you see how like all these dead skull, okay, well, they're skulls, right? It's like this is an old part of you that's dying. Or so heart with Judgment, I feel like, I'm not saying that the love that you have for someone is dying, but I just feel like it's changing. Or something like that. Cherry in the heart, I feel like there's distance, you're creating space. I'm hearing now distance makes the heart grow fonder, but I don't know, I just see that there's space that you're creating and it's needed and it's necessary and it's making you stronger and it's making you like happier. And we have the Sun, we have the Seven of Wands, Page of Pentacles. I see like you set a boundary here and you see like this is a big opportunity for something better We have the Wheel of Fortune, even the Magician. You know that there's something much bigger, much better, much grander. So why stay small? Why settle for less when you could have more, you know? So the Siren, what are you being called towards, right? You get this calling, you get this push. There's something that's calling to your soul, speaking to you, and you're like, I don't know why I'm being directed down this path, but sure, like, what the hell? What the hell? Sure, why not? Tell me about the Siren. What's Sagittarius being guided towards? Why is the Siren here? 3 of Cups. Why is the Siren here for Sagittarius? Justice, Libra energy. Why is the Siren here for Sagittarius? Lovers in the reverse, and that fell out on Judgment. So like literally shedding the dead skin of those relationships that were unrequited, the people that did not love you the way that you deserve to be loved and treated you with care and gentleness. Judgment with the Lovers in reverse is now recognizing like, oh, it's not me, it's them, you know? But yeah. Okay, so 3 of Cups and Justice is showing what you're being called towards are true, lifelong, fulfilling connections, friendships, romance as well. But 3 of Cups is more of like family or friendly, like it's more of like community, you know? Justice here was just showing like you've mastered your lesson in that cycle. We saw that with Judgment. It's like you're really just moving away from that old energy that was holding you hostage or keeping you trapped in the map. Not the map, the maze, the dead end, the corn maze, right? Justice over here is really showing that things are balancing out for you. We saw earlier with, what was it? Temperance reversed, 6 of Pentacles reversed, something was fucking really out of balance. Things are definitely balancing out, which is fabulous. Anything else about the Siren? What's Sagittarius being called towards? Queen of Pentacles, more money, more health, more abundance, more care for the self. 8 of Swords reverse, clarity, healing your mental well-being, mental health improvements, right? We also have strength. Look at you overcoming. You have support. You're not alone here. You are just getting a lot stronger mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually. Like you're just evolving from, again, look, 10 of Swords at the bottom in the reverse, overcoming from the challenges that really hit you rock bottom, and you thought you were never going to heal. You thought you were never going to get over this, but now here you are today, and it's behind you. It's finally behind you, or this is what you are moving past this month. So why is the riddle here? Why is the riddle here? There's a mysterious element that's still in the air, though. Because there's some loose ends, I do feel. Why is the riddle here for Sagittarius? We have the Knight of Swords. Some sort of information to come in the near future. It could be a bit of a surprise. We have 2 of Swords reverse and the 3 of Wands reverse. It looks like you've made up your mind. You're no longer waiting. And kind of the moment you decide like enough is enough, or you're done, or you're gonna not quit. I mean, you're gonna quit asking, you're gonna quit searching for answers is when it comes towards you, when you least expect it. When you least expect it. My deck's upside down, y'all. Ah! All right. I still stand by that. Okay, and then the dead end. Oops. Look, 2 of Cups in reverse, trying to flip out. Dead end. Why is the dead end here for Sagittarius? Something's over. Tell me the dead end for Sagittarius. 5 of Swords in the reverse. King of Pentacles. So remember when we started the reading, it was the 5 of Cups reverse and then the 5 of Swords. Now we have it in the reverse. Why is the dead end here for Sagittarius? I do get, like, I don't know, y'all. I kind of get the vibe someone's taking accountability, but I don't know, is it too late? Let's see here. We got these 3. Page of Swords, Queen of Swords, 2 of Wands. Someone's taking accountability, or they're gonna try to. Again, though, didn't we see this earlier? With the King of Pentacles to the Page of Pentacles. Queen of Cups to the Page of Cups. Now we have it again. Queen of Swords to a Page of Swords. So again, there's still like a huge imbalance in the energies. I don't know if this individual is able to keep up with you. Someone taking accountability or trying to... Are they apologizing? I don't get that. Nor if there's an apology. I mean, okay, we did have the Page of Pentacles, Page of Cups. Maybe. You know what? Maybe. Maybe someone is. But I feel like someone's actually just trying to explain themselves or explain their actions. We have the Five of Swords reversed and the King of Pentacles. So this is someone who could be trying to wave the white flag, somebody who is trying to get on your good side, trying to reason with you, try and win you over. Maybe they're trying to like send you money or buy you a gift, or I don't know. It's like tangible, material, physical energy. Someone's definitely keeping tabs on you. Page of Swords. Someone would be spying, creeping, watching, stalking. Someone wants to talk, but Queen of Swords backside, or not backside. She has her back to the Page of Swords. It's kind of like she's not even paying attention, or someone's trying to get your attention. You're just like not looking at all. We have the Two of Wands. So crossroads, decisions. Which way will you go? And it's like, it doesn't matter what this information is or what this conversation is, or is it even a conversation? I don't really feel like it is. It doesn't really feel like a conversation. The fact that they're just like looking opposite ways, kind of like whatever this page is telling, oh wait, wrong card. Whatever the page is trying to tell the queen, it's like this page is telling the queen what she already knows, or what she already like put the pieces together. She already kind of made her own conclusions, right? We saw earlier, Hangman, Queen of Cups, someone who's very intuitive, very tapped in spiritually, somebody who has been doing a lot of healing, reflection, and just sees things from a different perspective, very crystal clear. And so it's like whatever this page is trying to tell or communicate, it doesn't change this queen's mind. It doesn't change her mind. It's we're clarifying the dead end card. Like, this is a dead end. At the bottom, we have the Six of Swords, Death, and the Hangman, Hanged One. Literally, this is a dead end. I think you got out of the maze. Someone's trying to convince you to go back into the maze. Like, hey, let's do another round. You're like, fuck no. It was torture for me to get out of the maze. There's no way I'm gonna get back in there. Not even for $1 million. Not even $1 million buckaroos. I mean, maybe, but I don't know. That kind of stuff, I wouldn't if I were you. Six of Swords, Death, and the Hanged One, Hanged Man, Pisces, Scorpio. We have a lot of water. As you are moving forwards, it just seems like there's no turning back. There's no turning back. Things will never be the same, y'all. Point blank, period. And I think this person knows that you're moving on without them. Moving on. And, you know, that's life. That's life. All right, well, we had 32 minutes. I'm gonna end the reading here. You love something, you set it free, it came back, but it's just like, nah, this ain't for me. Something like that. Wow, Saggy, intense stuff. Let me know if this resonates. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. Private readings are available down below. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you later. Bye.